Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. My name is Yakabu from Plaintables Camp. This is how much power do black women, or how much power does the Israelite woman have in a relationship? So-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and our people scattered throughout the nations. How much power do they have? Well, when you read the scriptures, the woman is the property of the man. And I'm going to read 2 or 3 points here. And you got Simps, a black woman created this. Obviously, this is a dude that is going to be completely destroyed if it's not like a parody or something. I didn't click on the video. This simp, he's trying to get some ass from a woman that don't even like her. And I did a video with this Tommy Sotomayor before this exact clip, I believe. Yes, it says I watched it. It was a while back. But let me read this here. Start at Timothy. All right, how much power does the Israelite woman have? All right, and the main woman that wants protection is the black woman. Now, what proves that God, Yahweh, the Father, Yahweh Shai, the Son, is not working with the woman is because they're asking for protection from men. Why aren't they going directly to God, to Yahweh? Why aren't they going directly to who we call Christ? All right, well, they're unfaithful. All right. The only protection they believe they can get is from a man. Now, the ones that ask for it, I'm referring to. Not the ones that say they're going to get weapons and protect themselves. The ones that are asking that we need help from men. Notice men don't ask for protection from other men. It's the woman, the weaker vessel, that's asking for protection. And the common theme, especially online, is the black woman wants black men to protect them. They're not protecting them. They're not stepping up. They're not being men. All right, that's one of the themes. And that statement clearly proves that they are not close. They don't have any power with the Most High or His Son. All right, if they were speaking from a position of strength, they would be calling on the name of Yahweh and the name of Yahweh Shai for guidance and for protection. Men, we don't call on other men for protection. All right, but women typically invoke or complain about men not protecting them, mainly the black woman. All right, it says in like manner also that women adore themselves. 1 Timothy 2:9, in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls of costly array. Meaning that, you have reverence for men. You don't look, especially men you don't know directly in the eye. You look down, you're shy, Then when you need something, you ask for it. You're not shy to a fault, but you're shy with respect. But which become women professing godliness with good works. Wash your feet of the saints, housed, clothed, fed the men that are in the faith. Let women learn in silence with all subjection, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor usurp authority over a man, but to be in silence. All right, so if women were ordained to be in leadership positions, this wouldn't be written in the scriptures. For Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in a transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if she continue in the faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. So she has to be married. She has to be with the man, even if they can't conceive or they don't have children. She's going to be saved on the man's ticket, on the elect man's ticket, not by herself in her own fruition, her own righteousness. All right. Now, we go to the law, and we can prove this, that the women don't have power with Most High, with Yahweh Shai, with Yahweh. You go to the law where it says, Numbers 30, it talks about women praying and men praying. This is Numbers 30 and 1. So this completely proves that women don't have power with the Most High. They're secondary. No, really tertiary. All right. There's 30:1. And Moses spake unto the heads of the tribes concerning the sons of Israel, saying, This is the thing which Yahweh hath commanded. If a man vow a vow unto Yahweh, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth. If a woman also vow a vow unto Yahweh, and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, and her father hear her vow, and her bond wherewith she hath bound her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand. But if her father disallow her in that day that he heareth not any of her vows, or of her bonds wherewith she hath bound her soul, she shall stand. Like her bond her soul shall stand. So if you don't hear it, it will stand. The father. And Yahweh shall forgive her because her father disallowed her. Well, it says if her father disallow her in that day that he heareth. All right. And if she had at all an husband when she vowed or uttered out her lips wherewith she bound her soul, and her husband hear it, and held his peace at her in that day that he heard it, then her vows shall stand. So same thing, under the father and under the husband. Her bonds wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. All right, if I'm reading that right, yeah, that's the same thing. All right, but if her husband disallow her on that day that he heard it, then he shall make her vow. Then he shall make her vow which she vowed, and that which she uttered with her lips, therewith she bound her soul, of none effect, and Yahweh shall forgive her. All right. Now that doesn't say it about a man. So a woman can stand up and say, in the name of Yahweh and the son Yahweh Shai, I'm going to do this or that, or this the life I will lead. If a woman says that and the husband or father make it of none effect, say, nope, you're not doing that, she's forgiven. All right. If a man does that, he's not forgiven, because a man is bound to the father, Yahweh, the father Yahweh, and his son Yahweh Shai. He's bound to them. So his word, the man's word, is his bond, but a woman's word is not her bond, because the woman is the property of the husband, the property of the father. All right. The man's word is worth, his weight in gold, and the woman is like brass. All right. It will stand if the father or the husband doesn't make it of none effect. It will stand. But the very fact that a father and a husband can make the woman's and wife's word of none effect speaks to this small amount of power that the woman has. All right. So if you really actually believe in the Lord, you believe in the scriptures, you can clearly see that the woman is second and third when it comes to the order. It says, I'll leave off at, and the Lord shall forgive her every vow and every binding oath to afflict the soul. Her husband may establish it, or her husband may make it void. All right. So this is why scripturally we take the stances that we do. That's why we're so strict in Great Millstone, because when it comes to the woman dynamic, inner man-woman dynamic, is because the woman doesn't have any power, doesn't have any say-so. That's something that the Most High ordained. He made the blueprint for the Lord to create. The woman is the helpmate. The woman is not the decision maker. If the man delegates the task to the woman, then she makes the decisions according to the task that was delegated to her by her husband or father. But she's not autocratic. All right. Of none effect. I want to get that word, of none effect. Can't find it. Control F. EFF. Probably looking right at it. Right there. But if her husband disallow her on the day that he heard it, disallowed, then he shall make her vow which she vowed, and that which she uttered with her lips. Therewith she bound her soul of none effect. Numbers 30 and the 8th verse. And the apostles brought this out already years ago. Of none effect. We have para, break, frustrate, violate, ineffectual, not producing anything. So a woman can stand up and say, in the name of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, I'm going to be a vegan, or something like that. I'm going to go on a fast. The husband hear that, he can say, nope, you're not. That's how much power a man has with Yahweh Shai, with the Lord. All right. And women today, they have, they call it penis envy. They wish they were men. They don't want to submit to an improper man. All right. Because they don't have power with the Most High. They don't have power with the Son. All right. If Scripture say, kiss the Son, lest he be angry and you perish from the way. So only power that the woman has is to pray when they're single, is to pray to the Lord to send them a husband. All right. And right now, women got to be proactive. All right. They got to go out and find a suitable mate, because most women right now are not under any, they're not very intelligent, and they look at the outward appearance as being the end all be all, and they really don't have like spiritual way to judge whether a man is a decent man or not. They just don't have it. They don't have it. All right. So this law proves that the woman don't have power to even bind herself to an oath to Yahweh, to the Father. They can't even bind. But a man, his word is his bond. All right. Now we're forgiven too, because we're in the flesh. But this law just proves it. Like, the woman was never meant to be close to the Most High like a man was. All right, we're all Israelites. All right, seed of Israel, Jacob. All right, but the dynamic is that the man is the sovereign. He's the leader. All right. Go to Isaiah, the 4th chapter. All right, the man was meant to have, not to be monogamous. All right, and in the kingdom, women are going to be royalty. Our women are going to be royalty. All right, on this side, we're like no jewels in the rough, no dirt covered all over us, because we don't have the power right now. But we're going to get that power, and it's going to start when the Lord's elect receive spiritual power. And that's what Isaiah 4:1 is about. And it's about the woman being in total submission because she has to, not because necessarily she wants to, because she absolutely has to. All right, because of the AJ says the Mad Max martial law troops, say something along those lines, when they roam in the streets looking for blood, looking for bodies that they can torture and abuse. All right, because this kingdom this world is going to. The scripture says that the day of the Lord is darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it. All right. Before the Lord returns, America is going to turn to hell. All right. Meaning starvation, separation, bridges out, terrorist attacks. All right. Hearts failing them for fear. They're having heart attacks, dropping dead, strokes, pulling muscles. And in that day, it's not going to be, I'll submit, but I submit conditionally, or you're only 5'10". Shit, you only 5'2". I'm not going to submit to you. See, I'm 5'10". Oh, I'm too short for certain groups of women. For certain groups of women. No, the group of women I'm mainly talking about is Isaiah 4:1. And again, because they're not intelligent, they don't see the big picture. The big picture to them is eating at what they believe are good restaurants, which this is maybe something that you didn't know. The damn restaurant don't give a fuck about your health. Maybe y'all didn't know that. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, meaning their shame. All right, because a woman that's single is shameful. All right, a man can be single, but a woman being single is shameful. And they're already laden with sins anyway, because they're coming out of the world, so they need forgiveness. They need to be, morally. The morals come from the scriptures. Need to be morally cleaned up. And then put with a husband. All right, but because of their pride, they're single. Like a woman that's single is a failure. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. In that day shall the branch of Yahweh be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel, meaning them that are saved. All right, look up escaped. It means to be saved, delivered. Yeah, escape, deliverance. All right, so this is the chariots of Israel and the horsemen thereof that took Elijah up to the whirlwind. And that's the same chariot that's going to save us. All right, or a similar chariot. Deliverance, escape, portion, a part of the whole. So that's the 1/3 in America. All right. A remnant. What I wanted. Take hold. All right. We got H622. We got SOP. H622. ISOP means to gather, bring up the rear, receive, gather, harvest, gather oneself together, assemble. And the word I meant was take. In that day 7 women shall take. Let's take away our reproach. I clicked on it first. But I wanted women shall take hold. H2388. We got Kazakh. Now let's see. Take hold. All right, let's go over this. Chazak, which means firm. All right, strength, to become strong. Strength. So it's not going to be like a. Well, I was wondering if I can fill an application out to be a wife. No, it's going to be with strength. It's going to be very aggressive. Make firm. To display strength, support, repair, prevail, withstand, to hold strongly with, sustain. I mean, they're going to be begging to be your wife. Yep. Just go on YouTube and watch, mass shootings. When shit break out, somebody start wailing on somebody. The fear puts people in. That's the fear that women are going to be in. So they're going to be the press. to urge. All right. Another point I want to make here is for Kazakh take hold of, 7 women should take hold of. This proves that men are not monogamous, and that it's a word there, I think, repair. I think I saw. Let's see. Control F. Repair. To repair. All right. So if something's being repaired, to fix or mend a thing suffering from damage or a fault. So if all those women are taking one man, and they're one flesh. All right. It doesn't mean one man with one woman, and that's how it's supposed to be. No, it's not. They're being repaired, so they're going back to their natural state, was being a sister wife. All right. Put strength to ones. All right. And this is going to happen during the time of Jacob's trouble, during the time of the implantable microchip, not in the kingdom. All right, because the women in the kingdom are going to be royalty. All right, they're not going to be working at all. They're not going to be sweating or worrying about anything. They're not going to be washing clothes or cooking. You're going to have slaves doing that. All right, so that's the breakdown on how much power does a woman have in a relationship. All right, according to the law and according to prophecy. So I hope you're edified. Shalom.